How's everybody doing? We are back with another One Piece video, chapter 1183. And this chapter is crazy, guys. Oda just keeps getting away with this, people, and this is even more crazier. Right now, YouTube is acting up a little bit. My video got taken down, so we're gonna be continuing with this new video format. So I hope you guys like it, and don't forget to like and subscribe the video if you like it. Now let's jump in. We start where we left off. Imu says to Ragnar that it has been waiting all this time for someone who could fight back against them. Something it seems to confirm. But Loki has no idea what he's talking about, being more concerned by an opponent as tough as Imu. Imu then declares that since both Luffy and Loki cannot be corrupted to his side, he will destroy them both. Like, kabow, you're all gonna be destroyed. If he can't convert them, kill him. That makes sense. Just like he did with someone named Donzon, or Donzo, whatever the fuck. In the past, Loki then attacks with a move called Ragnar Dulheim, while Imu counters with Gram, resulting in another massive explosion. In the Western village, the Zaza, the rain god, Oda knows how to draw these chicks, I'm telling you. Grabs 7 of the children, which Killingham considers a suitable number, as the giant tried to take them back despite Chopper warning them that blood transfusion for all of them is not finished, and yet but all choose to accept death rather than hand their kids over. This is true. You kill me before I let you do some shit to my kid. That's true. Sanji arrives at the village and sees the chaos from afar as he is about to join the battle. Meanwhile, Usopp and Brook have awoke, and the former asks the latter why he ran off to fight Gunko, who is shown to still be stuck in Ragnar's ice. So Imu's attack did nothing. That really is. If Imu stuck you in that ice, nothing's gonna get you out. Then he says to himself, having had to go back with him because he left something was wrong. Nami asks Brook if he knows Gunko and if she is an enemy from his paths. Brook states that Gunko isn't an enemy to him, but he didn't want to ever see her again. However, now he is filled with confusion rather than anger, because if Gunko really is Shuri, then she should look like she is 17. 7. What? 77? This is crazy. Nami reasons that it means she is completely different from the person he is thinking of, but he explains that she was the princess of his homeland, but he lost contact with her when she traveled to Marijois. Nobody's coming back from Marijois, that's a fact now. Frankie runs up to everyone and reveals that Gunko is still stuck in the ice and asks if they can just leave her like that, since she is one of the enemies who attacked Elbaf. But Brook then reveals to everyone that she was the one who unwrapped him from her arrows. And while doing so, she told him to run, as if she knew him, which is why he is confused about her true identity. While adding on to confusion is right after Gunko told him to run, Imu then took back control of her and she acted like a demon again. Of course, based on Gunko's earlier list behavior, followed by her trying to save Brook. And then with Emu's possession, Brooks says it is almost like there's three different personalities existing in one body, which Nami suggests is a sign she is being controlled. Brooke is inclined to believe as well after seeing their giant allies being turned into enemies. Of course, Jinbei states that Brooke needs to make a decision on whether Ganko lives or dies. Damn, Jinbei is on demon time right now. He does not give a fuck. Like, make a decision, boy. We gonna kill her or what? He is itching for a fight. To better explain this predicament, Brooke decides to tell his crew about his life before becoming a pirate. And he says, long ago he lived in a kingdom called Esperia, which according to him no longer exists. We don't know what happened to this kingdom, so-called kingdom. Whether if he was destroyed by the Marines, we don't know. I guess we're gonna see. Which according to him no longer exists. He described the place as a place filled with music, with many different shops dedicated to making all sorts of instruments. Back then, Brooke was the leader of Esperia's battle convoy. Ooh, boy was a soldier back then. And he was very close to Shuri, the kingdom's princess. He also had deep feelings for Shuri's mother, the Queen Candelia, even though she was already married to the king, Rivun. Humorously, Rivun notices Brooke's declaration of love towards his wife, which lead him to half jokingly threaten Brooke with a death sentence of conspiracy. To defuse the situation, Shuri asked Brooke if she could marry him once she grows up. This little kid. And we also notice her eyes. It's not the sign of a possession. We see that she already had those eyes. So that theory is down the trash. Then we continue with the story. Though he turns her down because her nose is still runny. This is the funniest shit, bro. Imagine him being with a runny, snot-nosed little chick. And maybe that's why she's still covering her face. During their usual banter, a soldier came into the front revenue that a gang of horseback was riding through town, and the battle convoy doesn't have enough men to fight them off right now. Raven asked what the invaders want, and they tell him they seem to be after Candelia, which makes Raven realize the invaders are members of the Mulan family. This story just keeps expanding. I mean, this is crazy. I don't know what Oda is thinking right now. We don't need another backstory. Like, this is my opinion, but we really don't need another backstory. But it is what it is. And they're on once again trying to capture her for her leader, Don Mulan. I guess there's another leader too. And we see that Candelia is at an opera house with her Denden Mushi on silent, meaning they have no way to contact her about the danger. So Raven and Shuri beg Brooke to do something to save her. However, Brooke expresses no worries for two reasons. The first being that Candle can fend off for herself, and the second being that Brooke actually encountered these motherfuckers and earlier had already cut them with his quick draw. Like, imagine, these motherfuckers were walking around for 2 hours not knowing they were cut. This shit tough. He was surprised they hadn't noticed. They had been cut until they finally reached the opera house. Though after saying all of this, all of the gangsters collapsed. Bow, that short hit effect finally came in. Afterwards, Candle left the upper house as everyone cheered both for her and Brooke's actions in taking the gangsters down, as it revealed that both of them were Esperia's biggest stars, with Candle even being the battle convoy former captain before becoming the queen. And she looks fine. Oda has a way of describing these beautiful ladies with star shine, and I'm not mad with that. This is actually pretty cool. This chapter was also amazing. Of course, it's Oda. What do you expect? And if you like the video and want more content, smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and share the videos.